The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Next goal will win the hockey game and move in to the second round. Here is a shot from Rankin. They scores! Nathan Rankin, a 3-2 overtime winner, taking the selfie with the glove.
It's time for the 2025 State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Hepper's Sports Center, Beck Motors, Xander Auto Parts, May Adam, and Lake Area Tech.
Now it's back on the far side. Schneider square away. That shot, he scores. Owen Schneider sends the Capitals to the third place game and the Rangers to the championship on a power play goal.
And by Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, and Pelican Power Sports.
It'll be played back again. Dozart waiting, and a pass now in front. They score! It's Keegan Kitts. He wins it in overtime, and the Capitals get third place. Kitts scores, and the Caps win.
And by Wagner Auto, the Hockey Headquarters, the Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.
Not covered and play continues. It is going to be moved up. Schneider for Colley. He scores! Jacob Colley in overtime. Brookings, 2024 state champions.
And now to the Kubota booth for the call of the game. Here's John Winkler and Jim Lloyd.
This is day 2 of the 2025 Boys State Varsity Tournament. Aberdeen and Mitchell will get us started as it is the Consolation Semifinals. First state semifinals will be coming up here later on tonight. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd as we get set here for our second day as Aberdeen comes in after a 5-4 double overtime loss, taking on the Mitchell Marlins, who lost 8-0 to the Brookings Rangers. These two teams split during the regular season. It was an overtime win for the Mitchell Marlins, and then the last game of the season, it was Aberdeen that got the win to make them the 6th seed instead of the 7th seed. But what team's going to have a little bit more energy? Well, by what you saw yesterday, you would expect Mitchell to have a little bit more energy. But what does Aberdeen have to say about that after a double overtime loss and Mitchell going into runtime and losing their game 8-0? There's a lot to look at going into this contest.
There is. You know, and these two teams, if you pick out two teams in this tournament, they're pretty interchangeable, both of them, because one could have been the 6th and one could have been the 7th. It could have went either way. But, yeah, talk about two teams that are evenly matched, these two teams. Who's more hungry? Are the Marlins more hungry to make a good statement at the state tournament? And do the Cougars have anything in the tank? That was a pretty tough game, although it was earlier. But that was a tough game that took a lot of energy. Their overtime game.
24 hours ago, we started that first game of the tournament, and it turned into a double overtime game, which got us behind schedule the rest of the day. Are we expecting a double overtime game? We're probably not going to expect a double overtime game the rest of the tournament. Can we? We absolutely could between these two teams. We've already had one overtime game between these two teams in the regular season. But it is the Aberdeen Cougars and the Mitchell Marlins. They are coming up next. We have Puck Drop. Starting lineups, National Anthem, Puck Drop on the way. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the state varsity hockey tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand making the dough, hand chopping the toppings, and hand shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
As we welcome you back, we'll set it down for an introduction of our starting lineups.
Number 15, Brody Halls. Number 23, Parker Denny. Number 31, Brendan Penny. Number 44, Connor Dean. And the next player is number 35, Ian Bond. And the starters for your Aberdeen Cougars. Number 2, Devin Bismack. Number 11, Lincoln Pickman. Number 19, Becky Roman. Number 32, Rosa Jeski. Number 44, Ian Huskus. And number 35, in goal for your Cougars, number 35, Colin Townsend. I can have everybody please stand when you're covered. Playing the national anthem, please, we invite the Watertown High School Pep Band.
Well, we're ready to go for our first state tournament game of day number 2. these first two games, they are playing for their seasons. A win, and you remain in the state tournament for one more day and get to play for the Consolation Championship. A loss, and your season, and for some of their seniors, their careers come to an end. There is that, you want to have that finality. You want to be playing on Saturday, the championship Saturday, because you know no matter what, a win or loss, your season's done. You don't want your season to end even a day short. And both these teams, Mitchell Marlins and Aberdeen Cougars, they want to play for Saturday now.
Today's the day you'll see some of that emotion, especially out of some of these seniors. You'll see them going as hard as they possibly can.
We are underway as Aberdeen will win the opening face-off. They played a double overtime game yesterday. Parker Denny make that Ray Holes intercepts a pass in front, rebound chance, and Denny shot that one on Colton Townsend, who makes the save as he gets the start after Hunstad playing that double overtime game yesterday. Hunstad made 27 saves on 32 shots, but Colton Townsend will get his first chance to play in the state tournament. I don't know if there was a glove.
That was a glove.
I was going to say, there was a glove, I thought, that went flying down, as it is a loose equipment. Hockey headquarters loose equipment.
Connor Deegan playing without a glove.
This will be here to the far to the near side, out of the zone. And the Marlins with a quick tap into the offensive zone for Lucas Yerke, but he can't center the puck. And it'll be played back behind the net for Carson Jeske. There's a shot on, they tip it in, they score!
Parker Denny.
Parker Denny scores his first of the state tournament. It was going wide, and it was tipped 5-hole on Colton Townsend. And 53 seconds in, the Mitchell Marlins take a 1-0 lead. Watch the replay, too. It was going wide, and Denny forced his way and pushed that puck through the legs of Townsend.
Denny kind of hung out below the red line for quite a while when they came into the offensive zone and just snuck out on the post.
And so a 1-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins, the visitors on the scoreboard. He had 43 goals in the regular season. Deegan gets the assist. There's a shot that goes wide from Aberdeen. There's another chance. That one went to just over the crossbar. Might have been deflected and just over the top of the net. Here's a centering pass. It is still loose behind the net where it's picked up by Aberdeen, but they can't find a centering pass enough to get a shot away. And it'll come back for Jackson Danielson, who plays it off the boards. Looking to attack was Danielson. Here on the near side, it's out to the blue line and out of the zone. Into the offensive zone. A couple players fighting for that puck. Brody Holes, he ends up a little extra push on Carter Vilhauer. And then it's sent back in. Brennan Penne, that one close to a hold by Vilhauer. But it's out of the zone. Patrick Severson. Severson carries it into the offensive zone, but had it taken off of his stick. And the Mitchell Marlins going back the other way. On the far side, I believe that's Carson Zeal. Coy Olson that had brought it in. Danielson will pick it up. He's a defenseman moving up forward. And a pass that comes over for Briggs Medill. Out to the blue line. Severson's shot was blocked by the left foot of Everett Morrison. Behind the net, Aberdeen still looking to possess the puck. 14:35 to go here in the first period. And a 1-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins on their first shot of the game. They've had the second shot of the game. Here's a shot that's blocked. Another chance that goes wide of Vaughn. Behind the net, that one off the side of the net for Severson. Severson will turn it over to the far side. There's a shot attempt and a save made by Vaughn. Might have actually been blocked in front. Never got to Ian Vaughn. It's pushed farther into the corner. It was by, I believe, Kranzler that put it into the corner. And then it's flipped out center ice by the Marlins and out of the zone. Off the stick, back to Aberdeen. That was Eston Schlimgen that had that chance. Cameron Backus was the one that took it away from him. This will be off the boards. Coy Olson racing towards it. Now trying to center one again. In front was Fishback, but unable to get a pass over to him. This will come back out of the zone, and back is the first one there for Aberdeen. To the near side, Max Podol moves it up. And then it will be flipped in by Logan Fishback. Aberdeen will go to make a change on the fly. 13:30 to go here in the first period. Still looking for that first shot on goal. Here's a turnover in the neutral zone. And fought back by Mitchell and then sent back to the Aberdeen end of the ice. This puck is loose. Parker Denny will grab it. Denny skates to his own blue line. Continues the back skate. Then we'll set it up the boards here near side. And Eston Schlimgen racing towards it, but it will be Aiden Postumus that will move it up. Postumus pass for Devin Fishback. He'll get that separation from Parker Denny, but a good stick by Schlimgen. And the puck is at the neutral zone, tipped in, but offside by Mitchell. They tag back up, and then we'll send it in. Colton Townsend will glove it down high of the net and drop it for Carson Jeske. Aiden Postumus here on the near side. That pass gets out of the zone, and it's eventually grabbed and moved up by Drake Rourke. He'll send it on net on Vaughn. Comes here near side, and Postumus keeps it in the zone. That shot went high over the top of the crossbar. Carson Jeske with another chance. That one's blocked by a shin pad. Morrison picks it up for Mitchell and sends it out of the zone. Carson Jeske back for Postumus. Up ahead and in the zone for Devin Fishback. His pass off of a skate, still covered up, and then the pass is again blocked. That was for Micah Kranzler, and it comes out of the zone. Jeske will send it back to Kranzler on the near side. Kranzler in his own end of the ice, avoids a stick lift by Denny. Off the boards to himself, lifts the stick of Lucas Yerke, and then it's into the offensive zone for Kranzler, trying to do it himself, but eventually comes away for the Mitchell Marlins. And it's Parker Denny. He's got the lone goal so far in this hockey game. Flips it, cross-corner dump into the near side. Yerke swatting at it. First Aberdeen to it. And it's held in by Deegan. There's a shot that is blocked, and Danielson will pick it up. Danielson moves it up ahead for Jack Podol. Jack Podol sends it in around the boards. The first one there is Connor Deegan again. Into the corner it comes. Aberdeen still with it. Sanders one. Shot in tight. And a save was made by Vaughn, and then he'll cover it up and get the whistle with 11:27 remaining here in period number one. And after the early shot attempts by Mitchell, they haven't had anything since the first minute. Aberdeen's got the last three shots. Still 1-0 lead for the Marlins. Face-off will be to the left of Ian Vaughn. 11:25 to go here in our opening period of day number two. Winner moves to the Consolation Championship. Team that drops the game, their season will come to an end. Over on the far side, gets to the corner. Racing for it, Austin Schmidt. Will eventually be picked up. Brennan Penne will pin his man to the boards. Trying to fish it out is Jack Hone. It is Penne that will move it up to Denny, but behind him. And that's Danielson that is partially tripped. Play will continue. And it's Denny that pushes it into the zone, but not deep into the zone. Vilhauer here for Aberdeen. He had the tying goal that made it 4-4 yesterday before we had to go all the way to double overtime to decide a winner. Near side, that went off the boards. It came back from Medill, but he couldn't find a shot away. And it's Denny at the red line. Wraps it around the boards to the near side. Tipped out to the blue line, past the stick of Hone. Denny back skates. His pass was partially fanned on. It is picked up, and a shot that goes high into the netting after it went off of Vaughn, coming from Logan Fishback, and we get a whistle with 10:16 to go in the first period.
A good game so far. 7th seed and the 6th seed. It should stay close all the way.
I don't know if we're going to get to it, but the winning team in both games scored 8 goals. When it was an 8-7 win for Mitchell in overtime, then an 8-3 win for Aberdeen, the final game of the season. Don't know if 8's going to be the magic number in this game. There'll be a lot of goals to be picked up throughout a hockey game, but we know these two teams split and are pretty evenly matched. Here's behind the net for the Aberdeen Cougars, out to the blue line. There's a shot that goes wide, and it comes near side. This is going to be coming out of the zone for Mitchell, if they can flip it out, and it will. Everett Morrison will pick it up as Aberdeen was in the midst of a change. And Morrison takes a hit. He goes spilling down. Another hit by Aberdeen, and it's out of the zone by Wheeler Malsum. But it's sent right back in by Mitchell. It is behind the net. Logan Fishback that picks it up. His pass up ahead, that one was just missed by Kluffman. It went off of his stick at the red line, so there is no icing. But he almost had a chance picking up speed for a potential breakaway. There's another check towards the boards. That one coming from Drake Rourke. Rourke will get the puck, plays it towards the net, and Vaughn will move it to the far side. 4 players run into each other, all trying to pick up the puck. 2 on each side. Postumus, he threw it down to the corner, and that centering pass was just a bit too soon. And it's Postmiss that will send it all the way around the boards and back into the zone. Marlins, far side of the ice, trying to chip it out, held in by Aberdeen. But it is Mitchell again that moves it out of the zone into the offensive end for Everett Morrison. Morrison on his backhand. He'll leave it at the blue line. That's misplayed by Coy Olsen. It'll come here now for Carson Zeal. This will be flipped in on the backhand by Schlimkin. That was tipped wide by Jeske. That was a dangerous play. Devin Fishback shouldn't have been a dangerous play, but turned into a dangerous play. And then at the blue line, Aberdeen trying to push it in. It is offside against Aberdeen. And Micah Kranzler came in offside and then still touched the puck as he was trying to skate back to being onside. Good look at Ian Vaughn, who has made 4 saves on 4 shots so far. He made 36 of 44 yesterday. Colton Townsend's first chance to play this state tournament after 27 of 32 saves for Carson Hunstad in the double overtime game yesterday. For Colton Townsend, he has 8 wins on the season with a 3.15 goals against average, 855 save percentage. This will be sent into the zone by the Mitchell Marlins. Carter Vilhauer will be the first one to it on the far side. Vilhauer moves up into the neutral zone. Pass comes over here to the near side. Drake Whitty, and he is offside again by Aberdeen. And another whistle with 7:43 remaining here in period number 1.
A few well-placed checks in this game. We've not seen a lot of checking or a lot of physical play in this tournament thus far, but this team initiated by Aberdeen, this could get a little more physical.
Face-off will be won by the Aberdeen Cougars. As it started to come in, Micah Kranzler had an opportunity but never got it on his stick to get a shot away. Everything so far for Vaughn. He's made 4 saves, and I hate to always say that it's 4 easy saves because I don't think I would go 4 for 4 on those saves, but for a goalie, it probably was 4 relatively easier shots to stop for Vaughn so far. This is almost turned over to Parker Denny. It is still grabbed by Aberdeen and barely touched out of the zone by Austin Schmidt, but right to the stick of Briggs Medill. Medill moves it in, but it's knocked away by Brennan Penne. Still held in by Aberdeen. Centering pass off the skate of Medill. Off the boards, back to Vilhauer, who throws it towards the net and wide of Vaughn. Comes here in the near side. Into the corner, it's still held here by the Aberdeen Cougars. Out of the zone, trying to get it out of the zone. It does come out, but Medill was already back on side. And then the puck was bounced off of Medill into the Mitchell Marlin bench, and we get a whistle with 6:44 to go here in period number 1.
It's the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. We enjoy having you along, no matter where you're watching from. If you're in one of those hotels watching, we appreciate you tuning in. We've enjoyed your athletes and all the teams that are here this weekend.
Cameron Backus with a shot and a save made, and Vaughn was able to cover to get the whistle. Backus did not have a goal during the regular season. 3 assists for Cameron Backus, and that was a good look, and Vaughn was able to make that save with 6:36 to go.
Not one of those easy saves.
Not one of those easy saves. That was a tough one. That's a tough one for every standard of a goalie, not just a tough on my standard, because everything's tough. Here's a shot attempt. There's a save made by Vaughn, who didn't really necessarily see where that puck bounced off of his stick. Went off the glass and stayed in play. 6:20 to go here in the first period. Still 1-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins. Brennan Penne to the corner. Can't win the race to it. He lost his stick at hockey headquarters loose equipment, but he was able to kick it away. And now it's into the offensive zone, and Parker Denny trying to cut off Backus to the puck. Denny can't find the handle of it with a good support by Wheeler Malsom. And it's now moved for Max Podol up and out of the zone. It is moved back in. There's a penalty coming up against Aberdeen. It'll be an interference call. That'll be to Logan Fishback as he stepped in between the Aberdeen and Mitchell player, and he ends up getting called for the interference. And it'll be the first Mitchell Marlin power play of the state tournament. They were 0 for 0 yesterday. Only 1 penalty against Brookings. Was a 10-minute misconduct, so it was not a power play situation. But now it's Mitchell's first time in the Pelican Power Sports power play. Aberdeen went 3 for 3 on the penalty kill yesterday. Everett Morrison out to the blue line. There's a shot. They score! Nathan Nathan Gunther scores to make it 2-0, his first of the season. It's a power play goal and a 2-0 lead for the Marlins. All kinds of traffic. As you look at the replay, you have 4 guys all lined up in front of Townsend. 3 of them were Aberdeen players, and the Marlins scored to make it 2-0.
I don't think Townsend ever saw it with all that traffic in front. And like you said, they were all in a line, and that puck came down the line. He never had a chance at it.
So Gunther scores his first varsity goal because the puck is back to the bench for the Mitchell Marlins. How about that? That's the second or third time we've already seen a first varsity goal being scored at the state tournament in this tournament. 2-0 advantage now for the Mitchell Marlins with 5.5 minutes to go. As Fishback made that Clefman pushed his man Coy Olsen into the boards.
Everett Morrison's going to get the assist.
And Denny will also get his second point of the day as Brody Hull's shot was off of a stick, gets to the blue line, and a good check to knock the puck free by Trey Rourke. And it comes back here to the near side. That one's off the stick of Danielson. Moved up Devin Fishback now for Leighton Clefman. Clefman moves in the offensive zone. He can stick handle his way around. Good defensive play, but that's turned over right at the blue line. Danielson couldn't move back in the attack. Otherwise, it would have been offside. Denny had turned that puck over on his pass attempt. Denny has it. He'll throw it off the boards, out to the blue line. Good chip and chase now for the Mitchell Marlins. And then a couple players tumble down. And we've got Eston Schlimgen, who is tied up, and he can't get his arm free from one of the Aberdeen players. And then he steps over the top of it. And
they're going to send them both.
And then both guys are going to go. and both fan bases don't like that both guys are going to go to the penalty box. Drake Rourke is going to go along with Eston Schlimgen. And both are saying the other guy should have gone and I shouldn't be going to the penalty box. Both guys get called for a rough.
They're tangled up with one another, and neither one of them were really given any ground as far as letting the next guy up. And it kind of went on too long. The referee was watching, and it was time to take them both.
And they were tangled up, and probably what could have been was that you probably could have had maybe the first penalty gone against Rourke because he was kind of holding on to Schlimgen. Maybe Schlimgen wasn't really trying to get free. He was trying to say it was a penalty, but then when Schlimgen was trying to step over the top of Rourke,
that was enough.
That was enough for the referee to say, we're just going to take both of you and both go to the penalty box.
That was a good call.
So both go for a rough. So we stay 5-on-5 as it remains a 2-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins with 4:10 to go in the first period. Over to the far side. It'll be trying to be sent in by Brennan Penne. And it goes down the ice for Drake Whitty chasing after it. This is out of the zone. Max Podol here for Cameron Backus. But his pass misses for Kranzler. Then Kranzler intercepts a pass. Kranzler's shot goes high over the top of the crossbar. Bounced off the glass and off the back of the net. 3:45 to go here in the first period. This puck is picked up by Mitchell. Right off the boards and right to the stick of Everett Morrison, who sends it into the corner. Morrison trying to pick it back up. Denny can't find the handle of it. Now it's Morrison with a shot that was off of a stick and wide. Centered back for Morrison. That one coming from Drake Grenier. And out to the blue line and out of the zone as it's moved in by Briggs Medill. Medill in the corner. Centers one. It is still loose. A backhander and a save made by Vaughn. And then everybody's falling over the top of Vaughn.
Good opportunity for the Cougars on a loose puck that sat just outside the blue paint. That's a dangerous puck.
3:15 to go here in the first period. Severson will take the face-off against Brody Holes. And it is won by the Mitchell Marlins. Holes will have it here on the near side. Sends it across, side stretch pass that misses, and it results in an icing. Our first icing of the day with 3:05 to go here in the first period.
That's kind of odd, isn't it?
Yeah, we've almost 14 minutes in, we are having our first icing. One of the things that, with Aberdeen playing a double overtime game yesterday, a 2-0 deficit, how big of a deficit is that in fatigue standards as the game moves on? Here's a shot and a save made by Vaughn. because you think 2-0 game, that's already kind of tough to come back from. Obviously, they came back from a 3-goal deficit yesterday, but that fatigue, do you have enough energy to make a comeback in this game? Still early, but do you have the energy and the horses to make that comeback happen?
Don't count the Aberdeen Cougars out.
It is Everett Morrison that will flip it into the stands to the Aberdeen faithful that are here. And with 2:52 to go here in the first period.
Are they going to throw it back, or are they going to get a bag of popcorn?
They might hold on to it, and maybe you can sell that.
Yeah, they could sell that. Worth $1.50.
We've got everybody's making changes here, and they're going to try and keep everybody same on the ice. Too late on the change for the Mitchell Marlins. Brody Holes will try and win the face-off. He does. Moves it into the zone, but right to Posthumus, and then Carson Jeske will send it out of the zone with 2:45 remaining here in the first. This will get here to the near side. Back for Posthumus again. Aiden Posthumus, he moves in, and that pass misses for Wheeler Malsom. Then Malsom missed on another opportunity to pick up the puck, but it comes back to him. Here's Posthumus with a shot, and that one went over the top of the crossbar. Might have been deflected by a stick. Aberdeen has outshot the Mitchell Marlins. There's two players that are in the same spot for Aberdeen, so the puck comes to Morrison, and then he will have to move it into the corner and chase after him. Danielson will grab it. His pass is deflected, and it'll be flipped up by Wheeler Malsom and out of the zone as Logan Fishback will race in. Fishback gets some space, sends it to the net, but sends it wide. 2 minutes to go. Aberdeen's outshot Mitchell 8-1 since the first goal. Here's a shot that will be on net for Vaughn to make a save. Malsom will send it back out to Vilhauer, who will send it to the net. Save again made by Vaughn. Another opportunity. It is in front. A shot and a save made by Vaughn. Right in front. Micah Kranzler is denied by Vaughn.
We'll see if we get that replay. Vaughn was stretched out, had nowhere to go up. If that puck would have been lifted up, they could have got it over his outstretched pads. Watch Vaughn, he's sprawled out completely with that puck in front.
It was kicked right to the stick of Kranzler, and an impressive save there by Vaughn. As another shot comes in off the face-off, 2 more chances. The puck is still loose.
Vaughn is down.
Vaughn was trying to do a little bit of a snow angel type of save made. Here's a breakaway now for Holes moving in. His shot is saved by Townsend. Right back the other way. Holes will pick it back up. He's got Denny with him. That shot goes off of a body into the netting, and we get a whistle. That was flipped high right under the Jumbotron here at the Ice Arena.
If that shot would have went into the net, it might have went through the net when Hull shot that. That was a bullet.
That was a wild sequence to have. And boy, oh boy, that was incredible saves by Vaughn on one end. And then Townsend might have been going wide. They don't have the shot on goal from Brody Holes. But that was 2 great opportunities for both teams. This is gloved down by Cameron Backus. And Backus can't get out of the zone, although he's able to knock the puck away from Denny. Final minute here of the first period. Behind the net, it is to the side of the net now, where it's still picked up by Max Podol. On the backhand, we'll move it up. And Drake Rourke will move it across ice. Tipped by Clefman into the offensive zone. Clefman moves around his man, was able to cancel him out to go get the puck. And then Clefman trying to get to the corner, here to the near side. A shot by Backus was tipped wide of the net. 30 seconds to go here in the first period. Behind the cage, another time in the Mitchell end. The Marlins out to the blue line. Kranzler, who's on the ice. That shot goes wide. Back to Backus. Sends that one to the net. And a save made by Vaughn with 16.6 to go. Might have been deflected, but Vaughn was able to be in great position to make that save.
Aberdeen had 2 tippers right in front of Vaughn. All they have to do is touch it in the right direction.
This is 12-1 in shots since the first minute of the hockey game. But yet that one shot for Mitchell went in. They have not had, they've scored on 2 of their 3 shots in this first period and lead it 2-0 with 10 seconds remaining here in the period. This is on the near side. Trying to find one more opportunity. Bumper play that comes out for Drake Whitty, puts it in the corner, and that will take us, as it was a centering pass. I said it was taking us to the end of the first period, but there's still a good look there for Aberdeen, and they were unable to get a shot away. but 12-3 in shots in favor of Aberdeen in that first period, but a 2-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins on goals by Parker Denny and Nathan Gunther. 2-0 is our score at the end of one period. We'll step aside. We'll come back with our first intermission report. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserved tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock, with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Whale Construction, building custom homes, shops, garages, and remodels since 1998. Troy and his team will make your home your dream home. Whale Construction uses reputable subcontractors and products to make your build or remodel your dream come true. Call or message Troy today at 605-380-4473. That's 605-380-4473. Or message him at troy@whaleconstruction.com. Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
It is the end of the first period and a 2-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins over the Aberdeen Cougars in our first Consolation semifinal and first of 4 games again here today at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena here in Watertown. Look at the first period stats, 12-3 in shots for the Aberdeen Cougars, but a 2-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins. As a wild look at the shots on goal, the saves made by Colton Townsend, who, I mean, he hasn't played bad, but just those 3 shots on goal. 12 saves for Ryan Vaughn, 0 for 1 on the power play for the Mitchell Marlins. Parker Denny got the first goal of the game 57 seconds in from Connor Deegan. And then it was Nathan Gunther that scored from Everett Morrison and Denny with 5:45 to go on the power play. So I messed up. It is 1 for 1 on the power play for the Mitchell Marlins. That's the second time I've done that this weekend that I've said it's a that it was 0 for 1 when it's supposed to be 1 for 1. They scored on the power play early on to go up 2-0 from Morrison and Denny, and it's a 2-0 lead. That was Guther's first varsity goal, first career goal for the Mitchell Marlins. But John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd, and Jim, that first period, Aberdeen, you could say dominated that first period, but find themselves down 2-0, and we talked about it. Is it going to be too much to overcome after a double overtime loss? We usually don't say a 2-0 lead or a 2-goal game is too much to overcome, but after a double overtime game, kind of changes your thoughts and how you feel going in as a fan, because of the fatigue that Aberdeen might have.
They may have some fatigue, but yet set the tone in this game, and I think that's what they wanted to do when they came into this game after the overtime, the double overtime. Come in and set the tone, and they did that. If you were watching this game and didn't have anything to do with the scoreboards or anything like that, you'd say that Aberdeen was winning this game. Mitchell Marlins ahead on the scoreboard, that's all that counts.
And the Marlins took advantage of that first initial shot by Parker Denny. They got outshot 12-1 after the first minute of the first period. But yet that one goal went in, and they could not buy a goal against Ian Vaughn in that first period.
Well, it's Ian Vaughn. When you get outshot like that in a period and outplayed, you have to look at the guy between the pipes, Ian Vaughn.
Yeah, he's made sure this has been a 2-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins at the end of the first period. It is a 2-0 lead for Mitchell. We'll come back and we'll talk more about the bracket. We've got 4 games today. This is our first of 4. We'll have all of that coming up here in just a little bit. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
We welcome you back to Watertown. 2-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins over the Aberdeen Cougars at the end of the first period. First of 4 games today. It is Mitchell and Aberdeen playing right now here at the 1 o'clock game, and we're hoping that everything stays on time. It did not do yesterday with a double overtime game. It is 3:30 as you look at the bracket here on Capital City Rock Sports. We're hoping that those will be the exact game time for all 3 of these games. But Yankton and Watertown, the 5-8 matchup at 3:30, 6 o'clock between Brookings and Sioux Falls West in the 2-3 contest, and the 1 versus 4 is Rushmore and Sioux Falls East. That's at 8:30 tonight. Obviously, if things go haywire and we find ourselves into at least 1 to multiple overtimes, that could lead us to be behind schedule. But that's where the scheduled start times are supposed to be. And as we mentioned, no games will start before that scheduled start time. But as we saw yesterday, games can start after the scheduled start time.
Yeah, those overtimes can, especially when you get an early overtime, a double overtime, that can throw a wrench in the entire bracket. We had teams coming yesterday that were, an hour early for their prospective games that we were here for, and it's kind of nice. So it kind of filled up the arena a little bit, and it was good.
Yeah, we had a lot of Brookings and Mitchell fans that were watching that double overtime game because they were ready to start watching their team play some hockey. But it is, as you look at that bracket there, that's what we have in day number 2. And you see that there is a third place game in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, but there is no 7th place game. The losers of these 2 games, their season will come to an end, and it'll be just the Consolation Championship, 3rd place and championship game going into Saturday. It is a 2-0 lead for the Marlins over the Cougars at the end of 1 period. We've got the 2nd period on the way next. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732. The Field House in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
It is the start of the 2nd period. 2-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins over the Aberdeen Cougars. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd as we get set for our 2nd period. We have heard that Jeff Anderson is in the building, Jim.
There's been a sighting.
There's been a
Jeff Anderson sighting. He's going to join us in one way or another, I'm sure, for the Watertown Lakers coming up next. That is a 3:30 puck drop against the Yankton Bucks.
You can't see Jeff Anderson in the building, and he doesn't make his way up to the press box. I think I just see him walking in the door. So Jeff Anderson
Headset in hand?
Headset in. I don't know if he does or not. He might have something. He's probably got it in his pocket. That was one of the best things when I came up here for the Hawaii Capitals Watertown Lakers game. That Jeff Anderson said, I'm going to come join you because Jim's out of town. He comes with his headset, and I said, all right, you got your headset, plug it in. You're going to do color commentary with me. And he didn't miss a beat. He was perfect all game long.
He has had more retirement parties than anybody you've ever met. He's retired from this gig 15 times.
Over the far side, as we're underway here in the second period. We'll give him another retirement party by the end of this state tournament. It is going to be in the neutral zone where it's picked up by Aberdeen. Drake Rourke will move in. His shot wide of Vaughn. And it's now Connor Diga with 3 Aberdeen players behind the net. They had to take the puck away, and they did. Now here's a shot and a save made. Left pad save made. Vaughn's trying to cover it up. It is still loose. He looked up at the referee trying to figure out if he's going to get a whistle or not. That puck actually never ended up being covered up by Vaughn. His stick is to his right, as is a hockey headquarters loose equipment, and it's almost stuck to the net. But it's Parker Denny that goes back the other way and shoots it wide of Colton Townsend.
I think Vaughn thought he had it for a while.
He looked up at the ref and said, hey, are you gonna blow the whistle because I have it in my hand, have it on my blocker. But the referee kept seeing the puck was loose, and it goes into the corner. Brody Hole's in the offensive zone for the Marlins. His centering pass, Denny will spin a circle, pirouettes into the corner. 3 Aberdeen players come together on him, take the puck away from him. It is now picked up by Parker Denny in the neutral zone. Rourke at the blue line. He will send it in deep, and it's wrapped off the boards and here to the near side. A lot of open space in front of Brennan Penne, but unable to move the puck farther up. And it was blocked by Micah Kranzler, along with also Jack Podol. And it's sent back in by the Aberdeen Cougars. Comes near side. Kranzler gets his on the boards. There's a shot attempt, and it was wide again of Vaughn. That one coming from Drake Whitty. He was still sitting up in the slot. This is turned over. Vilhauer looks his way. That shot was blocked. Might have been off of Jack Podol again. Here is Vilhauer, makes a nice move around. Centers one over for Podol. He's got a backhanded chance and a save made. Rebound, couple steps, they finally score! Micah Kranzler's third opportunity finally finds the back of the net to make it 2-1 with 14:50 to go here in the second period.
14:50, and that was an effort. Watch the rebound on this and how many shots it took to get this thing in the net.
There's the first one. There's the second one. Finally, the third one, it went to the right of Vaughn, so it was able to be backhanded in by Kranzler. Great effort by Micah Kranzler after the first shot was saved, and then the next 2 from Kranzler were saved.
You think goals come easy? No, they don't come easy.
And all while doing that while he's falling to the ice, for Micah Kranzler to make it 2-1. And Aberdeen's right back in this hockey game. Early goal here in the second period. Now we're going to get a penalty coming up against Aberdeen, I believe, and a slash is called. Podol will get the assist. And Vilhauer also on the assist in the goal. But it is a penalty that's going to come up to Kranzler after he just scored the goal. Now he gets called for the penalty. With 14:29 to go here in the second, it is a slash against Kranzler. And the second Pelican Power Sports power play. And it's now Mitchell that will try to extend their lead out to back to 2. This will be moved into the zone. Wheeler Malsom giving chase. And it's Parker Denny behind the nets. Nothiner, who just scored a goal. Lucas Yerke lost the stick. Might have gone off the referee. Hockey headquarters loose equipment. This will be sent out to the blue line and backing out as Aberdeen will kill off the penalty some more. Jackson Danielson will send it to the near side. Posthumus back to Danielson again. He'll send it all the way down the ice right to Guthner. And it's now for Parker Denny. Denny lost the handle of the puck. Guthner is able to pick it up. And it'll be moved up for Denny another time. The pass goes across for Holes. Brody Holes leaves it back for Denny. That shot was blocked. Denny goes up and over. There's a shot attempt again by Morrison that's blocked. And Aberdeen, that's going to be held in by Morrison. Great job to glove it and hold it in. He still comes free. That centering pass was looking for a one-timer for Yerke, but it was broken up by Aberdeen as Posthumus will backhand it deep into the zone. with 45 seconds remaining on the power play. Guthner pass over for Denny. Now back for Holes, trying to leave it for Denny, just a bit too far out of his reach. And now it's Holes into the offensive zone for Mitchell. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Cross-ice pass, played off the boards, but it bounced over the stick, and it's going to be taken by Aberdeen. And it does as Jack Podol moves in. He cuts free. Podol on a save made. Another chance by Whitty. That goes wide on the back end. Vaughn keeps this a 2-1 game. 10 seconds to go on the power play. And Parker Denny, one last rush down the ice. Denny from the blue line will send it around the boards, and it will take us to the end of the power play. Holes into the corner. Kranzler back out of the penalty box. In the corner. Referee trying to find a way to get away from the puck. He'll come here to the near side with 12:15 remaining here in the second. And Holes again will be moved down to Lucas Yerke to be moved for Devin Fishback. That pass is tipped, not into the zone. Grabbed by Morrison, who carries it into his own end of the ice. Micah Kranzler nearly took the puck away from him. And now as Aberdeen will tag back up, they move back in. That shot was blocked. That one coming from Max Podol, but it was blocked by Holes, and he'll move it in the neutral zone. Jack Cohn touches in the offensive end. He ends up getting a backhanded shot, and it's stopped by Colton Townsend, his first save of the second period. And this will be moved around. That's only the second save for Townsend because it's only the fourth shot on goal by Mitchell in this hockey game. And yet they lead 2-1. 11:30 to go here in the second period. This is Morrison. Morrison winds up with a slap shot, and it was blocked by Vilhauer. In the corner, comes back out in front. And it's now Aberdeen that will move it back towards the offensive zone. That's tipped into the zone by Trig Rourke. And as they make a change, as Aberdeen, it is Brennan Penne that will move it up. Patrick Severson wins the race to the puck, but Severson can't move it in the neutral zone, has to take it back to his own end of the ice. And then the clearing attempt, or the breakout, was intercepted. Now it comes over for a shot that goes high over Townsend. Comes back over Hole's way after he had that shot that went high. Penne winds up with a slap shot. That one hit Vilhauer in the hand. He's shaking that one off. Almost got him in the collarbone area. And then it's one hand on the stick and chipped out of the zone by Aberdeen. Vilhauer comes back to him. I think he's a hockey player. He moves back in with an opportunity. Vilhauer with a shot, and it goes wide. Over the top of the crossbar by Vilhauer. Comes back to Vilhauer. Another opportunity that was shot wide of Vaughn. As he continues to look at his right hand, but he got two great looks at the net.
Couple really good shots by the Aberdeen Cougars as they continue to lead in shots on goal, 18-4. As the Cougars continue to put it on Ian Vaughn.
Puck it's stuck in the netting, and it does drop down. So you have to pick that up. Don't need to play with two pucks. Make the goalies go crazy.
That'd be an interesting game, wouldn't it? Two pucks. What would that game look like?
We don't need to look at that. We don't need to think about that. Here is on the near side. It'll be flipped into the zone. Brennan Penne.
We can't even keep up with one.
That is true. That would be detrimental for our broadcast if we had to try and keep it with two pucks. Hard enough with just one. Here's Parker Denny that moves in the offensive zone. That a quick shot and a save made by Townsend. That he swallowed that one up and no rebound with 10:02 to go here in the second period.
Parker Denny scores the first one for Mitchell, and then he's got an assist on this second one. But I have a feeling we have not seen the end of Parker Denny.
Face off to the right of Townsend. It is won by the Aberdeen Cougars. Out of the zone, but Denny moves it back in. Posthumus gives it away to Denny at the blue line. His shot from the blue line, off the goalpost, and the rebound was blocked. It might have went off the helmets of one of the teammates on the shot attempt. And he is laboring coming off the ice. It's picked back up and a chance to try and move it back in, but Carson Jeske took it away. Wheeler Malsom moves it towards the front of the net. Chance back to the front. Vaughn, that will be dislodged, but Vaughn blocked the pass coming back to Malsom. Logan Fishback had the chance, and he threw it back to Malsom, but it was blocked by the stick of Vaughn, and then Connor Deegan was trying to block a pass as well, and he skated into Vaughn that dislodged the net. And we get the whistle with 9:28 to go.
That was Lucas Yerke that got hit in the head from Parker Denny on an errant puck, and kind of on the side of the helmet. We'll watch to see if he comes back. Sometimes there's not a lot of pads in the side of that helmet.
And sometimes it's a little bit of a ringer to your head, and you're okay after that. Shake it off. But other times, you never want to be too cautious about it. As the Marlins are delayed offside, 9:10 to go here in the second period. It is now a shot that goes wide, coming from Devin Fishback. Out to the blue line. That shot is blocked. Trying to find it was Carson Zeal. Trying to move it out of the zone. Drake Rourke now. His shot in the same rebound. It will flutter its way back to Vaughn to get the whistle with 8:56 to go. Leighton Cluffman had that first initial opportunity. And then as Drake Rourke and Cluffman had that chance, and Vaughn made 2 saves.
The Cougars continue to put the pressure on Ian Vaughn. How long can he hold them out?
8:55 to go here in the second period. 2-1 lead still for the Mitchell Marlins. Into the corner it comes. Aberdeen looking to find the puck. Rourke, man dropped his stick in Carson Zeal. Hockey headquarters loose equipment. He's able to pick it back up, then lay a hit on Rourke. Pass to Cluffman from Fishback was just behind him, but it comes back to Fishback, and then there's going to be a penalty coming up against Coy Olsen that will put is a hooking call against Olsen, and Aberdeen will have their first power play of the day with 8:33 to go in the second. Olsen was trying to, well, now we're going to get another penalty coming up against Olsen.
And that's going to be
that's a misconduct to Olsen. So it's not going to make it a 4-minute power play, but it will be a 2 and a 10. And so somebody's going to have to serve the 2 minutes for Coy Olsen. He was not happy about the call against him, and then got called for the misconduct. It's going to be number 22, and Kate Sabers that will go and serve the penalty. Face-off will be to the right of Ian Vaughn.
Can that be a turning point? Is that enough for the Cougars to get over the hump?
Big spot here for Aberdeen, their first Pelican Power Sports power play. Postmiss behind the net for Fishback. Centers one out. Kranzler backhander save made by Vaughn, and cleared out to the blue line and just out of the zone. Mitchell had everybody pretty much almost below the goal line. That led Kranzler that almost had a chance on his forehand in front of the net. Kranzler will get to the corner as Aberdeen is back in onside to set their power play up. Aberdeen yesterday went 0 for 1 on their only power play. And that 5-4 double overtime loss. There's a shot that goes wide. It was off of a stick. That coming from Cluffman. Now back behind the net for Fishback. He's looking for someone to pass it to in front. Fishback out for Cluffman off of his stick. Holes can't win the race to the puck. Cluffman lost the puck, and now it's Parker Denny 2-on-0 with Holes, shorthanded. Parker Denny in, shot and a save made by Townsend. Huge save for Townsend, and it's 3-on-2 the other way for Aberdeen. Jackson Danielson moves in, he cuts free. That shot and a save by Vaughn, and we get a whistle with 7:29 to go here in the second period.
Tough angle shot there for the Cougars, but you never know. You shoot it at the pads, you don't know what's going to happen.
Parker Denny looking up. I think he was looking at the Jumbotron. Maybe he was hoping to see a replay of him, of the shot that he took against the goalie Colton Townsend, who made that big save. It was 7:29 to go. 57 seconds remain on the power play for the Aberdeen Cougars as they try and tie this hockey game back up. There's a stick that's loose. Connor Deegan lost his stick. He goes to the corner, retrieve it on a hockey headquarters loose equipment. Couple players fighting for the puck. Penne goes down. Rourke picks it up, and now it's Postmiss. Over one-timer. That's Fandon missed. And it will be down the ice. That was the opportunity for Logan Fishback. Still 30 seconds to go. Potential final rush up the ice for Aberdeen. Although the first initial time was missed by Denny, and then Denny had the stick held above Aiden Postmiss. Mitchell fans were yelling, but no call. I think some of the Aberdeen fans maybe wanted to hold the sick call against Parker Denny. Into the corner, Penne with 10 seconds to go on the power play. And 6:40 remaining in the second period. Eventually comes free. Denny almost took a high stick. It is now Postmiss right through the blue paint. But out of the penalty box comes Sabres onto the ice, just on the ice for Holes. He moves in onside, and he goes down. Mitchell fans again yell call, and they will get the call. Or will it be on? It's gonna
be on the Cougars.
Or is it on Mitchell? Because Mitchell was the one that touched the puck, and it is on Mitchell.
Oh, yeah, right. Yep, it is Mitchell. Yep.
And it's going to be on Parker Denny with a hold. As he'll talk to the referee. It looked like the initial call was going to be on Aberdeen.
That's what I thought it was.
And Ian Vaughn thought the same thing, too. He was rushing to the bench, and it was a good thing that Mitchell touched the puck when they did, because otherwise it would have been an open net for Aberdeen to go and score.
Yeah, apparently on the ice, they knew.
6:16 to go. Second power play now for Aberdeen. And it's Parker Denny that is in the penalty box.
If you're the Mitchell Marlins, you kill it off once. Can you kill it off back to back?
And you don't have one of your best penalty killers and all-around players in Parker Denny on the ice for any of these 2 minutes.
Things like this, these can be turning points in a game.
Face-off will be to the right of Vaughn. Aberdeen has outshot Mitchell 22-6 in this hockey game, but still trail it 2-1. Post-miss on the near side of the face-off win. Fans in the first pass attempt. Excuse me, it wasn't Parker Denny.
No,
it
was
on Holes. Denny was skating over there, but it's Brody Holes that gets called for the hold. So Denny is still on the ice. Denny was the one skating over the penalty box. So I thought it was going to be on Parker Denny, but Everett Morrison off the boards, not out of the zone, held in by Aberdeen. It is moved in. Kranzler with a shot and blocker save made by Vaughn. This will be here to the near side as Parker Denny will move it into the offensive zone. Denny moves in. That shot and a save made. And a whistle with 5:38 to go here in the second period.
Parker Denny looking shorthanded. Couple shorthanded opportunities. One last penalty and then this penalty.
1:23 to go here in the power play for the Aberdeen Cougars. Jackson Danielson. This will be moved up and out of the zone. Devin Fishback here for Aberdeen into the offensive zone, trying to get the power play set back up. Fishback chipped and chased. Good play there. Back to Postmus. Inside the face-off circle, and a save made on the shot by Postmus. Vaughn has now made 22 saves on 23 shots. Postmus to the near side. Fishback. He'll waits. Nearly lost the puck, but is back in a pass back to Danielson. He walks in. That shot and a glove save made by Vaughn. And we get a whistle with 5:05 to go here in period number 2 and 49 seconds remaining on the Holes minor penalty.
Mitchell Marlins doing a nice job tying the guys up in front. That was Connor Deegan who was leaning on the Aberdeen Cougars and couldn't get the stick down for a rebound.
Logan Fishback trying to win the face-off. He'll pick up the puck. His centering pass was blocked by Lucas Yerke. Then that puck is still loose, and that's sent all the way down by the Mitchell Marlins. All the way to Colton Townsend. He'll put a shot on goal on the clearing attempt. So that's a save made by Townsend, who has been relatively inactive throughout most of this hockey game so far. This will be behind the net. Drake Rourke will pick it up in the corner. He's got all kinds of time. As this pass out, and then Vilhauer fans on it, and it will go all the way down the ice with 10 seconds to go on the power play for Aberdeen. Really, that box zone, I mean, it is 4 points for the Mitchell Marlins. They are packing that in tight. Brennan Penne trying to send it down the ice. Vilhauer, Brody Holes was close to playing that puck before he got out of the penalty box. We saw that call last week. There's an offside against Aberdeen with 4:08 to go. Holes stepped out of the penalty box and reached his stick towards the puck. If he had touched it, that would have been another penalty. We saw that. Was it Aberdeen that got called for it against the White Capitals in that girls' game last week? One of the only.
I don't think we've ever seen that call.
I had seen that once in the NHL, but I'd never seen that in hockey, in high school hockey, especially in South Dakota. But immediately that call was made. You can't play the puck until both skates are on the ice coming out of the penalty box. Parker Denny trying to move it over and turn it over. Drake Whitty in the corner. Whitty at the backhand. It is now Kranzler behind the net. It is picked up by Guthner and out of the zone. But Carson Jeske will send it back in. Aberdeen tags back up as they circle at the blue line. Eston Schlimgen, 2-on-1, but is offside. Mitchell is just barely offside with 3:40 to go here in the second period.
Well, that was big for Mitchell Marlins to kill off those 2 penalties back to back. That's a 4-minute penalty kill.
This face-off outside of the Aberdeen blue line. It is taken by the Cougars and into the offensive zone. Jack Podol can't move in close enough. His stick was lifted by Guthner. Centering pass, and it goes just wide. Micah Kranzler is looking for a second one. Kranzler, that shot and a save by Vaughn, and there is no rebound. Podol was on the doorstep. Boy, was that a close call there for Micah Kranzler, who almost tied the game up at 2.
Shots continue to go on the board. 25 shots for the Cougars.
3:19 remaining here in the second period. Face off to the left of Vaughn. It is won by Aberdeen. Another shot and a save made by Vaughn with a whistle at 3:17 to go here in the second. Like the song choices, a cold beer on a Friday night to Sunday morning. It's going to feel like it's going from Friday to Sunday pretty quick. This will be out the blue line. That one backhanded by Backus, trying to hold it in a second time. Backus is in the blue line, and he can't chip it into the zone. Backus still again with it. He'll pass it back. And it'll be sent over to the far side. That'll be an offside call against Aberdeen.
That was just barely offsides. Players were looking like, how can that be offsides?
And it'll be all the way back to the Aberdeen blue line is where it will go. So another face-off with 2:55 to go in the second period. Aberdeen has it in their own end of the ice. Parker Denny trying to take the puck away. Leighton Clefman, backhand comes out of the zone, and Guthner will pick it up. Out to the blue line, out to the red line at neutral ice. And it'll be pushed in by Everett Morrison. Backus will get to the corner. Morrison trying to take the puck away from him. Back to Backus again. Off the boards here to the near side. Flip to the blue line. That is out of the zone by Aberdeen. And they will move it into the offensive zone. Vish back. Clefman goes down. And it's now moved back by Guthner, who scored his first varsity goal on the power play to make it 2-0 at the time. Fans are yelling, not going to get a call. And it's now Devin Fishback. And now we will have a whistle. There's an offside call against Aberdeen. I believe an offside call against Aberdeen.
That puck went out and back in. Nothing anybody can do on an offsides call like that.
So it will be a face-off with 2:04 to go here in the second period. Well, it's going to be an offensive zone face-off here for the Mitchell Marlins. Not entirely sure. I guess the puck got flipped. One linesman signaled to Aberdeen. Here's a shot off the face-off and a save made by Townsend with 2:01 to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that puck went down in the offensive zone. They called an offsides.
But it is, on that initial one, ends up being a shot attempt and a save by Townsend, who has now made 7 saves on 9 shots. See a little bit more action in this second period. This will be into the offensive zone. Patrick Severson, a shot and a glove save made by Vaughn, and whistle with 1:49 to go. Now here in the second period. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Face-off will be to the left of Vaughn now. This is a face-off won by Aberdeen. Lucas Yerke, that's played by a high stick, and that'll be touched up by Aberdeen. So now that puck will go all the way down. So maybe it was a high stick that ended up calling the first time. The linesman's still talking about why it was all the way down there.
Yep. You might be right. That might have been a high stick. I thought it was an offsides was a signal, but we may have missed one. John and I miss a call every now and then. Doesn't happen very often.
Face-off will be to the right of Townsend. 1:40 to go. Doesn't happen often, that's right. This will be out of the zone for the Aberdeen Cougars. This will be nearly offside, but it's still Austin Schmidt. He carried it onside. Here's a centering pass. That one misses for Severson. And now it's 2-on-2 the other way for the Mitchell Marlins. Morrison into the offensive zone. Morrison centers one for Yerke. The puck is still loose. There's a shot. They score! Morrison makes it 3-1 with 1:17 to go. That puck went free to the right of Townsend. And Morrison makes it a 3-1 lead. He had 26 goals during the regular season, his first of the state tournament.
And nobody knew where it was.
Except for Morrison. And he had a wide open goal. And it's back up by 2 for the Marlins. With just 1:17 to go. That's a big goal for Mitchell.
If you're a Mitchell fan, that rebound could not have come out in a better place.
So Morrison, his first of the state tournament. An unassisted goal for Everett Morrison. There's a shot that's going to be low to the ice and picked up from the shot by Jack Podol. And Vaughn makes the save as he has now made 26 saves on 27 shots.
The Aberdeen Cougars, if you recall yesterday, 3 goals in 3 minutes. They can do it.
They can do it.
And with 27 shots on goal, I would say that they're going to continue to put it on the net.
Carson Jeske, that was tipped by Kranzler, and it goes into the corner. This will be sent out off the boards. Jeske fell over, but the puck didn't have enough steam to get out of the zone. That one just barely stayed in by Aberdeen. This will be out to the blue line, and then it does come out, so it doesn't matter either way, as Jeske will have to retreat in his own end. Sent back in by the Cougars. And then it comes right back out by Mitchell. And Jeske to the far side. Postmiss will move it up into the offensive zone for Drake Whitty. That's a quick shot. Save is made. Kranzler rebound. Another save by Vaughn. He's parallel to the goal. And then eventually got a save made by Vaughn to cover for the whistle. As Connor Deegan goes falling down on top of one of the Aberdeen Cougar players in Micah Kranzler.
That goalie crease is a rough place as Vaughn was scrambling for it. He knew where it was the whole time. He just couldn't figure out how to get over there.
And Vaughn was, a lot of goalies, typically have their feet like almost inside the goal. He was complete parallel to the goal line trying to make that save. This face off to the far side. Centering pass, and Schmidt can't get a shot to it. Make that for Drake Rourke, 12 seconds remaining here in the first period. Into the offensive zone. That one was a tough hit. Parker Denny is slow going to the bench. He dropped his stick. Down to 2 seconds remaining in the period. That will take us to the end of 2. And Denny is laboring on the bench right now as we are at the end of the second. A 3-1 lead for the Mitchell Marlins over the Aberdeen Cougars. That was a hard check. It was kind of away from our vantage point. And then we kind of were blocked to see that check against the boards, but Denny was, again, slow moving, and I think we'll see.
A textbook check. They checked his hands away and literally knocked the stick right out of his hands. And you'll see Parker Denny take some shots like that because he's so quick around the corner. And if you prepare for him, that's what you have to do. You got to drive him to the wall and get him there as fast as you can so he doesn't turn the corner.
3-1 is our score at the end of 2 periods. We'll return with our second intermission report. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand-making the dough, hand-chopping the toppings, and hand-shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it. And we welcome you back. It is the second intermission report. A 3-1 lead for the Mitchell Marlins over the Aberdeen Cougars. And that scoring in that second period, just 1 goal each. And here's we'll see the replays you're watching on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube. It is Micah Kranzler that got that first goal. He had 3 swats at it. Eventually, the backhand found the back of the net for him to score to make it a 2-1 game. That was the first goal of the second period. And here is the other goal as that puck was a centering pass for Morrison. Yerke couldn't find it. Nobody could, but Morrison was right there to score. He had a wide open goal as you're watching it again. Look at that pass. 4 guys, nobody found it. And by the time that Townsend was able to locate it, Morrison was already shooting that puck into the back of the net to make it a 3-1 game.
The hardest thing to do as a goalie is to control and figure out where your rebound went.
Yeah,
that's the hardest thing to do.
And that wasn't even a rebound. That was just a pass that everybody missed, relocating the puck or just locating the puck. So there's your stats. The game reset through 2 periods. 29 shots on goal to 10 in favor of the Aberdeen Cougars. But it's a 3-1 lead for the Mitchell Marlins. They're 1 for 2 in the power play. Aberdeen is now 0 for 2 in the power play. And there's your goal scorers: Parker Denny, Nathan Guthner, and Everett Morrison for for Mitchell, and Micah Kranzler for Aberdeen in that 3-1 game so far through 2 periods. Really, again, Jim, it was kind of the same thing yesterday, that Aberdeen kind of felt like they were outplaying their opponent, but found themselves down. Here another time today that they're finding themselves down by 2, but they've outshot their opponent by 19. And yet they find themselves down by 2 goals, which also tells you, if you're Aberdeen, saying, hey, we can't get frustrated. You know, it's different if you're down 3-1 and you've only had 10 shots and you're down by 2 goals. You're out shooting your Mitchell by 19. Stick with the process. You feel like you can find another way to get another game to overtime, or at least maybe win this game in the 3rd period.
Right. You're exactly right. You stay with the process. If you're in the locker room right now, the coach of the Aberdeen Cougars is saying, guys, keep playing. And keep playing. You've already outshot them, 29-10. Just keep playing. How long can Ian Vaughn hold these guys off? He's a fantastic goaltender, but it's a lot. It's a lot to ask out of your goaltender, and you'll see a couple times the Mitchell Marlins, they need to help him out a little bit. He's doing a lot of work right now.
It is a 3-1 lead for Mitchell at the end of 2 periods. We'll come back and have more from the second intermission report. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
It is game one. Second intermission, 3-1. Mitchell Marlins lead over the Aberdeen Cougars. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd as we first of four today, as it is the Aberdeen Cougars and the Mitchell Marlins playing right now. Watertown and Yankton will play at 3:30. Again, that is also barring, because Aberdeen's playing in this game, it is barring that things stay on track. It was yesterday that we got off track pretty quick with the double overtime game. But Watertown and Yankton scheduled to play at 3:30, and then a 6 o'clock game between Brookings and Sioux Falls West, and then the 8:30 state semifinal between Rushmore and the number 4 seed Sioux Falls East. So really looking forward to these four games today. It was a lot of fun yesterday too, but as the tournament goes on, the games just get better and better.
They do. They get better and better. And this one has got a long ways to go, one period, but we have not seen the end of either one of these teams. This thing, I think, John, is going to get really good. And then you go into that Yankton and Watertown game. The bad thing is about that left side of the bracket, one of these teams, two teams on that left side are going home after today. And that's the reality of the tournament. That's what makes the tournament what it is. It's now or never.
Yeah, you have to win at least one game to get yourself into Saturday. Those teams on the right side, they know they're playing on Saturday, whether it be the championship or third place game. But these two teams on the left side, or four teams on the left side of the bracket, two of them will win and get to that Consolation championship on Saturday afternoon. It is the third period on the way next. A 3-1 lead for the Mitchell Marlins over the Aberdeen Cougars. Back after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre, your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournament with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Verting Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verting Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verting Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verting Electric, 224-8684.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
It is the start of the third period and a 3-1 lead for the Mitchell Marlins over the Aberdeen Cougars. Does Aberdeen have another comeback in them? Or the fatigue factor, is it going to be too much for Aberdeen to try and come back in this hockey game?
I think they have it. I think they have it. I look for Aberdeen to tie this thing up. I really do.
This will be, it was a couple years ago, probably about 4 years ago, that it was the White Capitals who had lost a double overtime game and played the third place game the next day. And Elliot Life, who is now one of the coaches for the White Capitals, he had told me maybe a couple years later, he said, we were playing that game on Sunday, and I really thought, and I think we're going to have a little bit of delay because there's still some water on the ice, but he had said, he goes, I really thought I was flying in that hockey game. And then I watched the game back on YouTube, and they said, and he goes, I was skating so slow, I had nothing left in the tank. I thought I was going 110%, and I thought I was just flying down the ice, but I had lost a lot of step from that game the night before. So is that, but also you think they played Saturday night at the second to last game. That was a 6 o'clock game, whatever it was. Then they played at noon the next day. This team played at 1 o'clock both days. Can that be a factor in the fact that they, and for Sioux Falls West later tonight, who won that game, playing against Brookings, they're playing at 6 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. As it goes later in the day, that could be more of an opportunity for those teams to recover in time for to win another hockey game.
A double overtime situation, of course, is rare, and it does make a difference. But you have to remember that the kids in this league, they'll play on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they'll do that several times in a season. And so they can do that. Are they well enough conditioned to do that? They probably are, but the amount of mental energy and physical energy that takes to go 2 overtimes, it's different.
So now the only days I have not broadcasted a hockey game are on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Since we did Thursday the last 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Obviously Friday and Saturday, Sunday it always happens, but it was last year the Hawaii Capitals and Brookings Rangers, the girls team, played a Monday night after having a game postponed from earlier in the season. So we did a Monday game. So only Tuesday and Wednesday, somewhere along the line. Tuesday and Wednesday, got to play a hockey game, whether it be at the Expo Center or somewhere else. Got to have a hockey game on Tuesday and Wednesday.
You need to get over to Minnesota. They played during the week, that high school hockey in Minnesota. You could do it during the week.
It'll be an easy Tuesday, Wednesday type of games. We're ready to go after a little bit of a delay, not long delay there to start this third period. Ice is ready to go. We are underway in this third period as Aberdeen will win the opening faceoff, down by 2 goals. Leighton Clefman will send it in deep for the Aberdeen Cougars as it comes behind the net. And it will be moved up the boards. Parker Denny was the guy that was laboring on the bench at the end of that second period. As we see him on the ice right now, so does not miss the shift with the help of that second intermission. Brody Holes will move to the offensive zone. He'll send it in deep. When played off the glass right at the Zamboni doors, and it skipped back out where it came from. And it's Aberdeen that picked up the puck and will move it up for Leighton Clefman. That pass tipped by Fishback right at the red line. Wasn't going to go far enough for an icing anyway. Connor Deegan will get out of the zone, and Aberdeen was in the midst of a change. So it's Denny that moves in. He'll stop and start. Got a forehand shot and a save made as it's Carson Hunstad that is in goal for the Aberdeen Cougars. It was Townsend that played that, at least that first period, as Hunstad will slow that one down. And the pass, Carter Vilhauer moves it up ahead. There's Drake Whitty that couldn't get a shot. And then 2 Mitchell Marlins players overskate the puck. Then it's flipped out. It probably won't go far enough for an icing. Here comes Hunstad out to make a play.
That's what you have to do when you have Parker Denny, one of the fastest guys in the state. You better beat him to the puck.
And then there's a quick shot by Denny that went just wide of Hunstad. It wasn't going to make it to an icing. And so Hunstad says, I got to make a play here. Morrison takes a big check. He goes down. The back of his head might have hit one of the Aberdeen players that were behind him. Drake Whitty, that pass goes off of his stick, comes back to Morrison, and then he can't clear the zone. On the back end, we'll send it to the right of Vaughn with 15:07 to go here in the third period. This will be moved in off the skate of Hone. And then it comes right back out by Aberdeen. Cameron Backus on the back end. Can't move it up on the pass. And it's back here for Max Podol. This is sent back in by Aberdeen. Podol behind the net. Backhanded pass. That is going to be intercepted by Eston Schlimgen. Schlimgen with a shot into the glove of Hunstad. And we get a whistle with 14:38 to go here in period number 3.
Carson Hunstad brought in relief in this third period. 91% save percentage, gives up 2.23 goals a game, has 4 wins.
Townsend played that first 2 periods, but it's Hunstad here in the third, with Aberdeen trying to overcome a 2-goal deficit. Out shooting the Mitchell Marlins 29-12. Here is Morrison. Tries to cut to his forehand, got a shot on and a save made by Hunstad. Might have been tipped in front by Schlimgen. Out to the blue line, that's held in. There's a shot that goes wide by Carson Zeal. Cameron Backus, his back in, that will come towards Hunstad off of his stick, trying to find the handle of it. It is still loose, and a shot and a save made. Hunstad's got the net secured, and then Schlimgen takes down one of the Aberdeen players of Cameron Backus.
Just for a second, Hunstad was down on his belly, and he looked back into the net like maybe it went in. He did not know where it was.
And it looks like Briggs Medill is going to go to the penalty box for Aberdeen. It is a slash against Medill that will bring it a power play now for the Mitchell Marlins.
I think that started as Schlimgen. We saw the end of it where Schlimgen went down on top of him, but I think it started before that.
So third power play now for Mitchell, who is 1 for 2 on the Pelican Power Sports power play. That is out of the zone. No, it stayed in the zone. Looked like it went out. Holes with a pass that goes across. Everett Morrison looks to send it back out to the blue line. That is onside. Here's Parker Denny. Denny walks in with a shot that goes wide of the net after it went off the body. Lucas Yerke trying to move it in front. Morrison can't lift the stick, and Drake Whitty will come out of the zone. Whitty racing to the puck. He'll chip and go after it, chip and chase. Gunther, though, will pick it up for Mitchell. That pass off the stick of Denny slows it down enough. And Brody Holes now as he starts to move it into the neutral zone. It is Denny trying to avoid the check. He got partially pushed off the puck by Danielson. And it will be eventually grabbed. Can't get out of the zone. Here's a pass over, and then losing an edge and going down was Everett Morrison. But the puck will come back to Denny. His backhand, he'll turn to his forehand, shot away. There's a rebound, they score! In front for Lucas Yerke. And it's 4-1 for the Mitchell Marlins with 13:02 to go here in the third period.
That next one was a big one for the Mitchell Marlins at 13:06. And I think Denny's going to get one of the assists.
Yeah, he'll get the assist. The replay showed that he got the first initial shot, and then Yerke was right in front. There were two guys that were in front, and Yerke was the one that was able to beat Hunstad, his 11th goal of the season, the second power play goal of the day for the Mitchell Marlins, just with 13 minutes to go. And the Marlins are up 4-1. With 2 power play goals. This will come out of play. Stay in the offensive zone for Aberdeen. Well, they say it's Gunther, and I'm not sure. I thought Denny was the one that took that shot.
Denny turned and took the shot, but
this will be turned over. Leighton Clefman to the side of the net for Fishback, and he couldn't get a shot away. 12:40 to go here in the third period. This will be moved up and held in. Cameron Backus with a shot, and Vaughn saw that all the way and swallowed it up for no rebound. 12:34 to go now here in the third period. But Lucas Yerke makes it a 4-1 lead for Mitchell. And Aberdeen, who trailed 4-1, around this same spot yesterday, has to find a way to get 3 back in this third period.
3 goals in 3 minutes yesterday at this time.
Cameron Backus back at the blue line, skipped over his stick. Backus will turn back at his red line and will throw it wide of Vaughn on a cross corner dump in. This will be flipped high out into center ice. Went over a jumping Fishback. Puck from Schlimgen, that's turned over. Out of the zone, and a chance for Aberdeen to go the other way. Drake Rourke, but he could never get a handle on it. Goes back to Rourke, and that shot, I believe, was blocked. Another opportunity. Fishback, that shot, I think it was Vaughn that ended up coming away with the save. As Postgame that holds it in the zone for Aberdeen momentarily. Postgame cross ice, and that one-time chance for Fishback. He missed it, went to the corner. Started to come back out for Fishback. Mitchell will look to clear the zone. That one somehow bounced off the glass. Plays right down for Morrison, and a great diving play by Postgame. You couldn't have pictured perfect. That was like a punt in football. That was a perfect spiral down and bounced its way. Here's Rourke with a shot wide of Vaughn. Another opportunity. That one went wide of Vaughn again. You're trying to pin an opponent deep. That was the perfect backspin on it. Everything was off the glass. Wish I could do that in golf. Here's a pass that's tipped by Mitchell all the way down. Moved to the far side. Denny will pick it up. His pass, that one just misses Morrison, but he's going to race to the puck. He's going to win the race to it right before it got to the red line. Gets to the corner. Vilhauer now has Holes, trying to backhand into the front of the net. And Aberdeen will pick up the puck. And then sent by Jack Podol out of the zone. This is again flipped high at center ice. That's kicked by Vilhauer. Good soccer skills from Vilhauer. Back into the offensive zone for Mitchell, but Jackson Danielson, as Mitchell had to retreat back to get tagged up. It'll be played off the boards. That's going to be held in, and around it comes behind the net. That one bouncing from Danielson's pass off of Brody Holes. This will be again flipped out. I don't know if they're trying to hit the Jumbotron or not, but they've been close several times. Both teams have. Patrick Severson. It is Lucas Yerke, who just scored to make it a 4-1 game. That's a broken stick by Yerke. He tried to make the check, and it was end up breaking his stick. And then the pass went off of his broken stick and out of the zone. Severson trying to center one. And his holes now that picks it up. Moves it up ahead, and that one's too far for Denny. That'll be an icing. That's a rare icing that we've had between these two teams. Might have been only the second time we've had an icing in this hockey game.
And other games that we've done has 5 or 6 icings in a couple minutes.
I was going to say, that game against Rushmore and Watertown, we had 5 icings in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, Watertown trying to ice it, of course, out of the zone a lot, but then Rushmore would come back and ice the puck again.
This face-off will be to the left of Vaughn. They need 3 goals to Aberdeen, down 4-1 on the Kubota scoreboard. Flipped out of the zone. Cameron Backus will pick it up here for the Aberdeen Cougars. His pass to the near side. Trying to find the handle of it. Backus will move it up to Severson. And then it's going to be flipped away and falling on the stick of Brennan Penne, one of the Aberdeen players. And now it's the Cougars that will try and get back in the offensive zone. Parker Denny will skate in his own zone. Then he lost the handle of the puck for a moment. Vaughn tried to pass it back to him. Don't usually like to see that too often. It's turned over now, Aberdeen, and a good back check diving play. And then Vaughn covers with the whistle, and then he gets pushed. One of the Aberdeen players gets pushed down, and that might result in a penalty coming up against the Mitchell Marlins.
That was close. That was close to being a hooking call. Maybe that was the initial call, but I got a feeling it was called after the fact.
It is Brennan Penne that's going to go to the penalty box. It is a rough against Penne. And with 8:59 to go, if you're Aberdeen and you're saying we need a break to go our way, we need an opportunity, well, here's your opportunity.
Need a quick one.
Third Pelican Power Sports power play. Aiden Postumus here in the corner. He circles away from the defense. There's a shot that goes into the netting after it went off the glove of Vaughn. And we'll whistle with 8:48 to go. 0 for 2 so far, the Aberdeen Cougars on their Pelican Power Sports power plays. Face off to the left of Vaughn. Devin Fishback will take the face off. This is a must score for Aberdeen, down by 3. And we're under 9 minutes to go in the third period. They made 1 3-goal comeback yesterday. Leighton Kluffman over the far side. Postumus to the corner. Fishback will move it back out of the wing. Back to the corner again for Postumus. Looking for give and go potentially. And then the pass will go towards Vaughn. Went off of his big paddle, and he was able to swallow it up. Put his big mitt on it. 8:26 to go and another whistle.
That was a pass. Good job there by Vaughn. He's actually the player that's in the passing lane.
Fishback will take another face-off here for Aberdeen. Puck is still loose at the face-off dot and then sent all the way down by Holes. And it's Parker Denny shorthanded. Denny moves in. Backhander, he scores! Parker Denny makes it a 5-1 game, a shorthanded goal. And that might be the nail in the coffin for Aberdeen.
Yeah, those shorthanded goals, if you're on the right side of those, they're freebies. But if you're on the other side, it's a back-breaking goal.
What can he do against Parker Denny? Because you think that he's going to go forehand. Nope, he's going to go backhand and roof it over the top of Hunstad.
43 goals in the regular season for Parker Denny.
And it's the second one here today for Denny. It is Blake Kluffman that moves it in. Here the near side for Cameron Backus. Backus behind the net for Aberdeen, down by 4, 58 seconds to go. Backus with a shot and a save made by Vaughn, and another whistle with 7:53 to go here in the third.
That's 2 goals for Parker Denny and an assist, or two assists in this one.
South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game coming up after we're done. He's got a pretty good fast track of getting to that, of making the player of the game. Although Vaughn's got a case too, 33 of 34 saves right now. This will be sent back down. It'll be into the corner. Aberdeen still on the power play. Well, the best they can do is be even with the Mitchell Marlins on this power play. Devin Fishback on his backhand. That shot, he scores! It goes in underneath the pad of Ian Vaughn, and Devin Fishback makes it a 5-2 game and a power play goal. with 7:21 remaining.
Is there time? Aberdeen Cougars have to like that one. A little backhand flip, found the 5-hole.
Not much to it. Fishback was the only one that saw that it went in right away, along with the referee. And now it's a 3-goal game with 7:17 to go here in the third, as Aberdeen gets their first power play goal.
It takes Aberdeen 3 minutes to score 3 goals. We've seen it done.
But a penalty coming up against Aberdeen immediately after the goal was scored. And it's after Vilhauer gets the assist. It's now a roughing call against the Cougars, and Vilhauer will go to the penalty box.
Not the guy you want in the box for the Aberdeen Cougars.
That's the worst case scenario for Aberdeen, was getting that goal to make it a 3-goal game, and then all of a sudden you get a penalty kill with 7 minutes to go. You're down to the final 5 minutes if you kill this one off. This will be near side. Parker Denny at his own end. He turns it over, Fishback, but can't win the race of the puck. Gunther was there to keep Fishback from getting a shot away on Vaughn. Denny lost the puck. It is now going to be Yerke. They'll move it here to the near side. And it'll get to the corner. Out to the blue line. Where it's Gunther with a shot. There's a chance, they score, and goes right to Brody Holes, who puts it in. No chance for Hunstad, no chance for Aberdeen. And Brody Holes gets to the third power play goal of the day for Mitchell, and they lead it now 6-2.
If you watch Brody Hull, watch on this replay how patient he is. That puck trickled over to him. He knew where that puck was going before it got there.
And Hunstad was ready for that first initial save, but after it was blocked, and it went, it was right to the stick of Brody Holes, and there was nothing that Hunstad could do. And a Mitchell Marlin power play goal. That's their third one today. They're 3 for 4 on the power play. Special teams is a big factor in this one, as Denny will get another assist. And this will be into the netting, and get a whistle with 6:12 to go here in the third period. That is such a backbreaker for the Aberdeen Cougars, who had got that one to make it a 3-goal game, and now all of a sudden it's back to a 4-goal lead, and time is running out on Aberdeen this season. 3 goals in this third period for the Mitchell Marlins to now lead it by 4. This will go all the way down. It was touched by Aberdeen, so there is no icing. Hunstad will move it back up all the way to Postumus, and he tried to move it forward. Almost had a chance to go 2-on-1 into the zone. Jeske will play it across the ice, but it's right to the Mitchell Marlins. 5:45 remaining here in the third period. Eston Schlimgen can't hold on to the puck. Jeske moves it over. That one's off the stick by Jack Podol. Comes here near side. Out to the far side for Mitchell. Carson Zeal. That one's too far of a touch along by Zeal. And it's back in the zone. Drake Rourke racing to it. But Guthner will play it out of the zone. And it'll be sent back in by Carson Jeske. Aberdeen came in as a 6 seed. They got the 6 seed by beating the Mitchell Marlins in the final game of the season 8-3. After Mitchell won the first game between the two in overtime 8-7. There's a shot that'll go into the rafters, and it still bounces its way into the netting. And we get a whistle with 5:04 to go here in the third period.
This game has had a lot of, what I would say, high pucks. We've had a couple up into the rafters, one over the top of the netting. As these two teams flip the puck back and forth.
Yeah, I think if you track the distance on the height of these teams when they flip the puck, I don't think no other game will have a higher distance of the puck being flipped than this one.
I don't know if that's even a stat. Is that a stat that you can keep?
I don't know how you would keep that stat, and definitely not going to keep it in high school.
You'd need a separate statistician to do that.
Morrison, just watch where the puck goes and estimate how high every puck goes up in the air.
Yeah, that's a full-time gig.
I'm not even sure if that would be. See, there's another one flipped up high. at some point, and I think they're going to run out of time, but one of these teams is going to hit the Jumbotron with their puck being flipped up in the air. This will come down here for Trey Rourke in the neutral zone. He'll cross corner dump it in. As it goes to the far side, that one is going to be knocked down. Where it's Austin Schmidt racing for the puck. Sent out to the blue line, held in by Aberdeen. Danielson with a shot that's blocked by a stick and goes to the corner. Can you imagine if there was a stat for height of a hockey game? Here's a centering pass, and that one misses.
We don't have the staff to keep track of it.
Not sure that anybody, I don't even know how much fun of a job that would be either. Vilhauer will move it up ahead. It is now Briggs Medill one-on-one in the zone, and before they get to that point, Vilhauer along with Schlimgen are both going to end up getting called for a penalty, or was it just?
Schlimgen's going the other way. I think he's out of it.
I thought that Schlimgen was going to get called for a penalty, and they're going to take him. Or at least somebody from Mitchell they're going to take. There's a trip, and a head contact will be called against Vilhauer.
And that happened in the neutral zone away from the puck.
And that's the third penalty for Vilhauer, so he's going to get a 2 and a 10. Should get a 2 and a 10.
And he'll be done.
And that took away a potential chance for the Aberdeen Cougars. It stays 5-on-5. Well,
they got to go. I don't know if they're going to get Schlimgen or not, but he kind of just got out of he just skated over to his bench.
Well, I think it ends up being, well, they call a roughing minor on Vilhauer and Brennan Penne are the two guys that get called for it. The referee had the head contact symbol and not so much a rough.
He did have the head contact symbol.
But both are booked for, well, let's see, maybe there's going to be different. Sorry, they don't put that up there. It's
offsetting.
So a trip.
Yeah, so they did.
There was a 2 and a 10. This will be iced by the Mitchell Marlins. They haven't updated on the game sheet. But that would be Vilhauer's third penalty.
I think he's still in the box unless he went to the locker room. Oh, he's still there.
But, you know, when you think about it, that he's going to stay in the box, you just can't come out of the penalty box, and it would have to go to overtime for him to be eligible to come back out. And so at that point, might as well just leave him in there for the last 3 minutes and 10 seconds of the hockey game. This will be flipped out to center ice. Another high flip. Hayden Postmus on the backhand. Drake Whitty. Whitty will move it into the offensive zone onside. Whitty with a shot that was blocked by Connor Deegan. There's a man without a stick for the Mitchell Marlins. Sent out to the blue line. Kranzler's able to hold it in. It's a broken stick from one of the Marlins players.
Hockey headquarters. This is the place to get a new stick.
This will be an offside call against the Aberdeen Cougars. The hockey headquarters broken stick. 2:36 to go. A 6-2 lead for the Mitchell Marlins, which just about puts Mitchell into the Consolation Championship game tomorrow against the winner of Watertown and Yankton. That'll be coming up at 3:30 start time. Be on the air about 3:15. Actually have a little bit of time between games today. At least between games 1 and 2. Here's Kloffman with the centering pass. That one misses. There's a big check, and that'll be a penalty coming up against Aberdeen. That'll be Paxton Niehoff that got checked, and Aberdeen will go back to the penalty kill. Probably will end up being an interference call. There's a rough.
It's a rough.
I believe that's going to be on number 38, which is Max Podol. And another Pelican Power Sports power play for the Mitchell Marlins. 2:15 to go here in the third period.
Penalties starting to mount here for both teams. Aberdeen had the last one.
Hayden Postmus will come around here the near side. Mitchell doesn't need to score in this power play, as this is Brody Holes that will send it across ice. Bouncing puck. Morrison will pick it up. He'll send it for Holes, a one-timer, but he didn't get all of it. And it goes over the top of the crossbar. Lucas Yerke will send it right through all the way down the ice. The pass misses for everybody. Parker Denny will pick it up with 1:45 to go. There is some time to go back to 5-on-5. 15 seconds between that penalty ending and the game ending. Denny winds up with a slap shot, and that was blocked by Leighton Cluffman into the corner. Lucas Yerke still picked up by Brody Holes, kicked out by Cluffman, and then down the ice by Fishback. With 1:18 remaining here in the third period. So the Aberdeen Cougars season will come to an end as they will go 0-2 here in the state tournament. Pass will come across Morrison. That is going to be Fishback that will send it all the way down. With 1 minute to go here in regulation.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Aberdeen was that close to going to the state semifinal for a second straight year. They played an overtime game last year against Sioux Falls West, a double overtime game this year with Sioux Falls West. And they just couldn't find a way to get that win. Couldn't get one more past the West goaltender. And then it turns into a loss in the Consolation semifinals. This is iced with 35.9 to go and 21 seconds remaining on the power play for Mitchell.
Aberdeen Cougars, nothing to hang your head down on their effort in this tournament thus far. A double overtime yesterday and outshot, and for the most part, outplayed the Mitchell Marlins. 36 shots on goal compared to 18. Just could not find the back of the net and get it around Ian Vaughn.
Vaughn's going to at least finish with 34 saves, which usually is pretty good for a player of the game, but Parker Denny had himself a fantastic hockey game, and he will end up being our South. We haven't really discussed it yet, but we think that Parker Denny will probably be our player of the game. 20 seconds to go. One last rush down the ice for the Mitchell Marlins. Morrison will pass it over for Yerke, as Aberdeen will get back to 5-on-5. Postumus out to the blue line. That was kicked, sent down by Aberdeen. Vaughn will play it so it's no icing, and that will end the hockey game. And the Mitchell Marlins, with a 6-2 win, will advance to the Consolation Championship tomorrow against the winner of Yankton and Watertown. 6-2 win for Mitchell over Aberdeen. We'll come back with our post-game show after this. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's Class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserved tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock, with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Whale Construction, building custom homes, shops, garages, and remodels since 1998. Troy and his team will make your home your dream home. Whale Construction uses reputable subcontractors and products to make your build or remodel your dream come true. Call or message Troy today at 605-380-4473. That's 605-380-4473. Or message him at troy@whaleconstruction.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
And we welcome you back. We will send things down to Jim Lloyd.
All right, I'm in the Mitchell Marlins bench with our South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game, Parker Denny. Parker, 2 goals, 2 assists in this one. Tell us a little bit about how this game played out for you.
I just relied on my teammates and at the end of the day, everybody's making plays and I see everybody scoring goals and all around. It was awesome.
At some point in this tournament, I just knew that you and I would be talking about this. Tell us a little bit about the season that you've had.
It's been up and down, I don't know what's getting better there, and I'm happy with the season we've had and where we've been with the team right now.
All right, it's Parker Denny. He's a senior. Parker, what are your plans after hockey?
To be honest, I'm still undecided. People keep saying I'm running out of time, but I think I got a little bit of sense.
Yeah, you've got plenty of time. You don't have to decide right now. Yes, Parker Denny. He's a South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game.
It is a 6-2 win for the Mitchell Marlins over the Aberdeen Cougars. They advance into the Consolation Championship tomorrow and will take on the winner of Watertown and Yankton, which will be coming up here in just a little bit. It's scheduled for a 3:30 start time, so we've got about 20 minutes before we will be on the air at 3:15. We'll stay on schedule from game 1 to game 2. First time that we'll be on schedule other than the opening game. But it was Parker Denny with those 2 goals and 2 assists. End up also for Nathan Guthner, who scored his first varsity goal. Everett Morrison, Lucas Yerke also scored along with Brody Holes. They went 3 for 5 in the power play, did the Mitchell Marlins on their way to a win. And Ian Vaughn had over 30 saves as well to help his team get the win and get into the Consolation Championship as the 7 seed beats the 6 seed 6-2 to advance to the Consolation Championship. So 3:15 is our scheduled broadcast between Watertown and Yankton coming up here for our second game. So we'll be back then here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Final score, Mitchell Marlins beat the Aberdeen Cougars 6-2. Back on the air at 3:15 on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Pepper Sports Center, Beck Motors, Zander Auto Parts, May Adam, Lake Area Technical College, Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, Pelican Power Sports, Wagner Auto, The Hockey Headquarters, The Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Join us all tournament long on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.